Hey folks, this is Rose from In Rose's Garden, and today we are going to make a simple necklace using our December Bargain Bead Box Earthen Elegance. This one I'm going to use some Chinese silk with. I have never used Chinese silk before. I've used Sari silk and fairy silk, but not Chinese silk, so we're going to see how that works. It's also going to need a little... you know, I'm not going to use wire for this. I was going to, but I'm not. I'm going to put this away and get some beading wire out. So let's get our butterscotch beading wire out. Here we go. Our soft flex butterscotch. And that's what we will use to put this baby together. So let's turn down and I'll show you what I plan. So here's our Chinese silk, and we have a couple of there's I have a magnetic clasp, a couple of, these are for holding the silk in. We'll put the silk in and bend those down so we can hook it onto those, which they love that, obviously, because they just went for it. And we have a couple of jump rings to put the magnet onto those. A couple of crimp tubes here for crimping our wire onto our little tiny gold copper rings. And then this is going to go with this big fellow in the middle with the Saturns on either side of that. Then these are citrine rectangular pieces. Aren't they pretty? So we're going to put that on either side of those. Then we're going to have a smaller jasper with bead caps. Then this citrine coin, either side of that. Now we have a couple more, have an extra jump ring, crimp bead it looks like. These go over here with another one of the jaspers. And then one of these little magma rondelles. And then we hook onto these little bars, or these little rings, and then we'll hook onto our Chinese silk. So I'm going to cut a little bit of a length off of here. Looks like this is longer than I need, I think. So we'll just, come on baby, go on, back on. I'd say that's plenty, so we'll just cut it right here and see what the length is. And that looks to be not quite 10 inches. So I am going to put a bead stopper on one side, and we're just going to start stringing this up. Now I could just hook it to the ring right now, but you know, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Okay, I didn't think this one's hole was that clogged, but it's acting like it is, so let's poke her out. Weird. There we go. I love these citrines. They're so pretty. Come on, flip over. This appears to be a little more clogged than the other, so we will get our bead reamer out so we can ream that extra crud out. There we should go. Now it looks like I got more beading wire than I needed to by like a couple of inches. But that's all right. This is going to be the base. And then we're going to hook it to this little ring. So let's put a crimp tube on and the ring. And we'll just turn this baby. And we'll go. That looks plenty far enough up. So we'll just put our crimp tube in our gripping pliers and crimp. Uh-oh, that slid on me. Well, it looks like it's a good thing I got extra wire because I slid there. So let's cut this back off. Cut the ring out. And redo this little part here. Now I want to leave it a little room, but I certainly don't want to leave it as much as I just accidentally gave it. There we go. That's more like where I want it at. So, much better. Now let's see if the wire will go through our bead. There we go. So she's all the way through. Now we'll do the same thing on this side, crimp it to our little ring. Come here, crimp tube. Now this side we have to feed it not through only through the crimp before we crimp it, but through the beads as well, because we want our wire to go in here, at least down through a couple of beads, if at all possible. And it definitely should be possible, since the other one went all the way to the jasper. Come on, you. Well, we may not be able to put it through the jasper though, because we need to bring it here. Come on, baby, slide down. Actually, if I can get it to go in the jasper, you know, I'm just going to take it out of this bead cap because it's going to try and bunch up in there, and it's going to give me a problem. So you'll pull down here. That may be about where we want it. Maybe just a little titchy touch back more up here. That looks relatively good, so we'll tighten it just a hair's breadth here, and then okay. It's like they're about the same. Now I need to get this wire cut out of here. That's the reason I was saying I should have put that through the jasper, because it's going to try and it's going to be hard to get it out of, cut it out of this bead cap here. There we go. Now it didn't come all the way out. See, there's a gap right there. So if you can get it to do it, it's going to take some work, but we're going to try and get this excess tail to go into the jasper bead. There, I just got it to do so. So there is our bead strand. Now the next thing is we have to hook on the Chinese silk. Now, actually, I was thinking that we could actually, if I had thought about it sooner, we could make maybe a front closure on this and just bring the Chinese silk in half and wrap it here and then come around. But I'm not going to do that. We're going to cut it in half so that we have 2 strands. And then we're going to fold each of these strands in half. So when you have the middle of it here, you're going to feed it through our little ring. Come on, baby. And then we're going to put a half hitch here. So feed the threads back through and tighten it up. Not down there, silly. Get up here where you belong. Up on the ring higher. There we go. So there's one side. Now we'll do the exact same thing with this side. Fold it in half. Slip her through. And then slip your other sides through here. And pull them up tight. And I think I got them in opposite directions. Well, maybe not. But maybe so. Because because this one is now, well, I don't, yeah, they are opposite, so I always have that problem when I'm doing these kind of things. So let's feed it back through again. See if we got it the right way this time. Still the other way. Okay. Come on, you go in there. Okay, looks like we got it right this time. So then what we need to do is we need to go up here. Let's see how long this is going to end up being. We may not want it this long. It's going to be at least 24 or 25 inches. Well, let's see, you need to hold the very ends. It won't be horribly bad, but the next thing we need to do is we need to let go of these taco ends. Oh, this one's bent. Let's straighten her up here some. Then we put these in here like so. Now I'm going to cut off the ends some so that I have room to work with here. But then you fold these little guys over. There's a little bit of a button thing right there to hold it some. And squish them in place. And fold the other one over. And squish it in place. There, it's good and tight. Feels good and tight anyway. I don't think it's sliding anywhere. So then we'll cut this extra stuff off. But first I'm going to make sure that I get the same amount on the other side as I did on this side when I put it in. Because we don't want them going all over the place. Which is easier said than done because they want to roll over. Okay, so we've got this one right here, so we want this one about right here as well. One ribbon. Oh, come on, you. Did you twist up? Is that about right? Looks like close, maybe not perfect, but close. And close, I think, may just be good enough. So, fold this one side over and squish it down. Now, I suppose you could put a bit of glue in these if you wanted to. Squish this other side down and then squish with your pliers. Now we're going to cut the extra threads off and put them onto our magnet and we will be done. So let's get our scissors and just go right in here and cut it off. Do the same on this side. Just get our scissors, go right in here and back. Then we got this extra little bit of material out of our way. And now we will just jump ring our magnet clasp on here and we'll be done with this cute little necklace. So let's get jump ring open. One side of our magnet. Well, both, since it's got there. And it's holding on to the pliers quite nicely. Okay, now we just need to get the other side of our magnet on. So through the magnet and then through our carrier piece here. And close her up. And she's done. Isn't she cute? So anyway, that finishes that off. And our necklace is finished. So it's just got some pretty Chinese silk and the beading. Okay, so here we are with our necklace. Pretty little bead strand here with our citrine and our jasper. And then hanging off the Chinese silk, which is on a magnetic clasp. So, isn't that cute? Be nice for summer because this is a silk cord, so it would be a much nicer on your neck. Or actually for winter too, because you don't want cold chain on your neck in the wintertime. So that would actually be really nice. So there we go. There's our bead strand and our Chinese silk. Isn't that pretty? This has been Rose from In Rose's Garden, and we have been working with the December Bargain Bead Box, Earthen Elegance, making this little delicate, pretty little necklace. We'll see you later. Hope you had fun.